right, we're going to make some fake books. This is actually a problem for haunters sometimes. So this is actually a set that we did for MinMaxed, which is a live D&D play on YouTube. Check them out; they're amazing. We built their set, and that bookshelf right there in the corner. Which one? Here is the mock-up of it, of what I wanted the set to look like, and then this is me making the books to do that. So you might think, why not just use real books? Well, the space that I had to put these books in was only about 3 inches deep. It was about 3.5 inches deep, 5 inches deep, because it's cut out of a wall panel. I wanted an inset bookshelf. So, because that was, the design that I wanted to go with. So, books were normally too long, and, you can buy books and cut them on a table saw, but books are really heavy. They're heavier than just normal wood. So a lot of the time when I make books is I go on my computer and I print out what I want that book cover to look like. And here I am, I'm marking where the spine of the book will be and where I'm going to fold over on this piece of paper. Why am I folding it over? I'm folding that edge over so that the book cover has a little bit of thickness. It's not a lot, but a little bit of thickness. And then see how I just fold it over? I'm using spray adhesive. This isn't going to be subject to any heat. See, I noted where the spine was. And this is a taller book, so I'm using a piece of legal paper. When I laid out my books, my book covers, I should say, in Photoshop, I just did a couple different sizes. And I cut scrap pieces. I didn't even cut scrap pieces of 2x4. I used scrap pieces of 2x4 from other builds, so that, I'm using up my scraps. And believe it or not, those 2x4s are much lighter than actual books would be. And I don't have the issues and danger of trying to cut books on a table saw. And also, I can make custom books. If I've got to make custom covers anyway, then I might as well do the custom covers over wood, just like this. And it's just an easier way to go. And I will show you how to make that 3.5 inch deep book look much more realistic on a shelf here in just a bit towards the end. And I'm kind of speeding through this because this is not rocket science. You guys can see it. I put 2 pieces of board together to get a real thick book. That book's name was The Joy of Hex. So this is important. I got white paint, and I'm painting the top of that white like the pages of a book. And I do that on all of them. I just don't show it on all of them. All these little pieces of paper are books. You know how books have the binding? I put that into the design. And sometimes there's names on the book, and that's going to go down the spine, just like it would on a regular book. And all those are elements and pieces that I just took from Photoshop. Maybe this is a book on fire magic, so it's got, lava on it for the cover. I want an interesting looking bookshelf. And I don't know what this book is, but it's interesting. And I fold it because that's going to be the wraparound, and that'll look like the top and the bottom of the book. Although I don't really care about the bottom of the book, no one's going to see it. They're going to see the top. And I want that top to not be flush. I want it to stick up that 1/4 to almost, 3/8 of an inch. I want it to stick up that much so that it looks like the cover of a book and those inset books. This stuff is awesome. It's Roscoe Flex Bond. I buy it online. You could use Elmer's glue. This is like a stretchier version of Elmer's glue, and it's pretty amazing. And what I'm going to do is paper is paper. Paper's not that resilient, and it is not... it doesn't have a nice look on camera. So by putting this on, and I want you guys to see that I am stippling. I'm not leaving my brush strokes. I'm stippling in order to leave a texture. And that texture implies some thickness to that book cover material. So I paint it on and then I stipple. I paint it on and then I stipple. And that stipple hides all the brush strokes. Those have to dry, and that is going to dry crystal clear, and it's going to dry rather solid. This is, I do this to every single book. There's two, and here it is. This is that finished bookshelf. I'll show that in detail later. There's the set. So look at that bookshelf. Look at all those books that are custom. We made those. They, and now they help tell our story. And see the shadow back there that I painted? That shadow sells it like it's a much deeper thing. I want you to go make stuff. So YouTube Wednesday is back. We're going to go all the way through October with a video every week. Hopefully they'll be longer than this, but I'm just getting back into the swing of it. That means things that have been not tended very well. We're going back to weed our garden. That is Patreon. That is back to our roots with new videos for YouTube Wednesday. Thanks for your support. We love you. Go make stuff.